This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I hold in my hands a loyalty oath from the state of Illinois. This one in particular was signed by President Joe Biden on December 22nd, 2023. It states as follows: I, Joseph R. Biden, do swear or affirm that I am a citizen of the United States and of the state of Delaware. And I am not affiliated, directly or indirectly, with any communist organization or any communist front organization or any foreign political agency, party, organization, or government which advocates the overthrow of constitutional government by force or any other means not prevented under the Constitution of the United States or the Constitution of this state. That I do not directly or indirectly teach or advocate the overthrow of the government of the United States or of this state or any lawful change in the form of the governments thereof by force or unlawful means, or any unlawful change, Pretty boilerplate. I mean, this came around when the Red Scare happened in the 50s, 40s, the previous century, when people were paranoid about the Communist Party. It is still traditionally signed. In fact, Ron DeSantis has signed this. The other candidates have signed this to get their name on the ballot. It was struck down as unconstitutional, putting an extra qualifier relative to disassociation with communists, but it's still traditionally signed because of that section about overthrow of the government and loyalty to the United States. Peculiarly, and I say that tongue-in-cheek because it's not peculiar, it's expected, Donald Trump refused to sign this document. Donald Trump refused to put his name on something, maybe because of legal problems it would portend for him down the road. He refused to sign this to become a candidate. I'm going to read a few paragraphs from WBEZ Chicago, the NPR affiliate there, and they highlighted this moment. And I'm going to read a statement from the Biden campaign and the Trump campaign, and you'll notice a stark contrast between the two relative to Trump not signing this loyalty pledge and a pledge to not overthrow the United States government. Shouldn't that give us all pause that the leading contender to be president of the United States for the Republican Party refuses to sign a document wherein he says that he will not directly or indirectly teach or advocate the overthrow of the government of the United States? From WBEZ. Trump did not sign Illinois loyalty oath that says he won't advocate for overthrowing the government. President Joe Biden's campaign Saturday condemned Republican former President Donald Trump for sidestepping a decades-old Illinois ballot access tradition this past week in which candidates pledge against advocating for the overthrow of the government. Little tip, WBEZ Chicago. You shouldn't have sentences that are like 85 words long. Not a period in sight. The Democrats' campaign statement comes in response to a WBEZ Chicago Sun-Times report published earlier Saturday that showed Trump did not voluntarily sign the state's loyalty oath as a part of his package of ballot access paperwork submitted Thursday to the Illinois State Board of Elections. That omission, coming just days before the third anniversary of the January 6th insurrection for which Trump has been criminally charged, is a departure from his presidential candidacies of 2016 and 2020 when he affixed his signature to the oath both times. You see, that last sentence there points to the fact that he doesn't fundamentally or ideologically have a problem with signing this document. He's done it twice before. But for some reason, and again, maybe it's the legal morass within he finds himself right now, that he's refusing to do so, that signing his name to a document, appending his name, swearing that oath or affirming that oath, and then eventually advocating for the overthrow of the government, it might be a problem for him. This is the statement from the Biden campaign. For the entirety of our nation's history, presidents have put their hand on the Bible and sworn to protect and uphold the Constitution of the United States. And Donald Trump can't bring himself to sign a piece of paper saying he won't attempt a coup to overthrow our government, Biden campaign spokesman Michael Tyler said in a statement on Saturday. We know he's deadly serious because 3 years ago he tried and failed to do exactly that. This is the same man who thinks American troops who died protecting the ideals outlined in the Constitution are suckers and losers, yet calls the convicted felons who violently assaulted and killed police officers on January 6th hostages. He can't fathom putting anything, our country, our principles, or the well-being and safety of the American people above his own quest for retribution and power, Tyler said. And that's not just some cute campaign statement. A lot of that's just taken from quotes of Donald Trump. I will be your retribution. This is about revenge for Donald Trump. They're not making stuff up. Juxtapositionally, this is what the Trump campaign had to say. President Trump will once again take the oath of office on January 20th, 2025, and swear to faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, Trump spokesman Stephen Chung said. That's what? All you're doing is reading the oath of office supplied by the United States Constitution, the same Constitution that Donald Trump has said that he wants to terminate, that he has the authority to terminate all articles. These people are beyond parody. They're liars. All you have to do is listen to their words. They're telling you. If you're a Republican out there, start paying attention. It's right in front of your face. You don't have to dig deep. You don't have to read between the lines. Donald Trump has said as much. Again, this is going back to the communist thing. Under Illinois law, presidential candidates wanting to be on the March 19th primary ballot had to turn in their nominating petitions to the State Board of Elections on Thursday or Friday, and the loyalty oath is a time-honored part of that process. A WBEZ Chicago Sun-Times analysis of those petitions found Biden and Republican Florida Governor Ron DeSantis both signed the oath, as did several lower-tier Trump acolytes in Illinois, but not Trump. And Trump's omission has stumped some of his critics. Look, it is not by law. He's not violating the law. He's not going to be denied ballot access because of this. But it does say something about where Trump and his head is relative to loyalty to this country. He signed it twice before, not a problem then. Why is it a problem now? Only because he has entered into a conspiracy with seditious conspiracists to attempt to overthrow the United States government by way of overturning a free and fair, settled American election in which he lost by over 7 million votes. This is where we are in the United States of America, that upwards of half of the country is prepared to vote for this mongrel, this asshole who will stop at nothing at ending democracy in the United States of America. Plainly stated, factual, prove me wrong. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. If you want to help support my work, if you find that I bring you value on a video-by-video basis, if there's not someone else out there who does more for you, please consider supporting this work. Click the join button below. For as little as $1.99, you can become a channel member. You can hit the super thanks button. You can go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Follow me on social media. I'm everywhere at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.